carefully scratched off the numbers, then scribbled with a ballpoint pen, pasted on a processed signature. The first fake check in history was born, but the poor disguise was immediately apparent to the bank. One plan failed. He came up with another plan. He cried and pretended to be pathetic. But no one was fooled. The scam didn't work. He can only wander the streets. A passing pilot attracts his attention. He was dressed in an elegant uniform, surrounded by beautiful air hostesses. He was greeted by the manager right after entering the bank. Even a child came to ask for an autograph. Junior cheaters want to make a comeback. Changing equipment is better than changing skin. He decided to become a pilot too. And soon, he pretended to be a student newspaper reporter. He infiltrated the airline headquarters. He found out a lot of useful information, and on the pretext that he had lost his uniform, he had a new one made. He was thrilled to be able to wear a pilot's uniform. He was very excited.
Why so nervous?
How do you feel if you lost your uniform first week on the job?
Relax. Pan Am's got lots of uniforms.
Wanted to pay by check. I didn't realize that all you had to do was write down the employee number. That's a good thing. Frank almost laughed out loud. A handsome face with a handsome uniform. When you walk down the street, who wouldn't be alarmed at the sight of that? It's true that people depend on their clothes and horses depend on their saddles. With this outfit on, he successfully cashed checks. He also upgraded his skills. Began to use model aircraft to forge fake payroll checks. The more planes he bought, the more he bought. Checks were also placed directly in the room. He even had the audacity to come to the cockpit to hitch a ride. The industry is blackened in every word. He was not afraid to ask questions. After becoming a co-pilot unilaterally, directly for his father, a luxury car. But there's no such thing as a free lunch. His crazy behavior was soon discovered by the police. Sergeant Carl was assigned to follow the case, but the team he worked with was nothing like a cop. 3 people came to the hotel to pick up the fake checks. They found out he was still there. Carl then decided to make an arrest. He didn't leave time for him to escape. Just keep your eyes open, do your job. I'm gonna buy you both ice cream. He came to the room nervously. Frank was prepared. He even took a bathroom break. Carl had a gun pointed at him, and all he said was that Carl was too late. He made up a fake name, and he said he was an agent of the intelligence agency. His colleagues had just arrested the criminal. Carl was dumbfounded by his confidence, asked to see his ID. When he really wanted to open his wallet to check, he quickly diverted Carl's attention, greeted the customer he knew downstairs, and told Carl that the old man was the criminal. Although Frank was very nervous, but the excellent acting skills still fooled the police. He took a sip of water to calm his nerves. Then he went downstairs to collect evidence. He grabbed the printer and ran away. Before he left his wallet with Carl. Not long after Frank left, Carl sensed that something was wrong. He opened the wallet to check. He found it stuffed with all kinds of labels. A closer look. The physical tags in the room had been torn off. Carl rushed to check outside the window. He had long since disappeared. Even if we go back to the police station, we will only be disciplined. His 2 good teammates, still just eating ice cream. Carl stayed behind at night to work late. I actually received a phone call from him. 2 lonely people in the Christmas Eve without company. Each other's heart.
You didn't call just to apologize, did you? What do you... You have no one else to call.